How did you become a millionaire? I had just come home from school when I saw my 8-year-old sister smiling and texting someone on her phone. I sat beside her, already knowing what was coming. So, do you like someone? I asked playfully. She smiled and nodded violently. Yes, I have a secret boyfriend, she blurted out. I laughed. Who is it? She responded, holding her pinky out. Fine, I'll tell you, but Pinky promised not to tell anyone, especially not Mommy and Daddy. I wrapped my pinky around hers and nodded. She continued, he just got divorced. I really like him. My smile disappeared and my heart pumped with adrenaline. What are you talking about? I stammered. She continued, please support me. We met on Roblox. He's really nice to me. My stomach dropped. I felt physically sick, but I knew I had to stay calm. If I freaked out, she might shut down and stop talking. She might hide everything from me. Can I see a picture of him? I asked carefully. She pulled up her tablet all excited and showed me. It was a grown man, probably in his 40s, gray in his beard. She giggled and said, he kinda looks like Santa, right? On the inside, I wanted to throw up. On the outside, I just nodded slowly. Yes, he does look like Santa. Can I see what you guys talk about? She handed me the tablet like it was nothing. I knew when I saw they'd been texting on the Kik app that this was really bad, and I was right, because that's when I started to read the texts. He was telling her how pretty she was, how she was more mature than other girls her age, how their conversations were their little secret, and the worst part, he had been asking to meet up with her in person, soon. This man was grooming my baby sister, and I was the only one who knew. I had to think fast. I couldn't just let my parents deal with it because I needed proof of everything. Plus, I think they were too old to actually understand how bad this was. So I came up with a plan. My sister turned to me and said, what should I say next? You should text him. Make sure your messages sound grown up and romantic. She thought it was fun, like a game we were playing together. So I took over the conversation. I pretended to be her. I matched how she typed. I played along with everything he said, and then I slowly steered the conversation toward meeting up in person. He took the bait immediately. He was eager, way too eager. He suggested a park about 20 minutes from our house. He gave me a specific date and time. Come alone and don't tell anyone, he said with a bunch of love heart emojis. Just thinking about it now makes my skin crawl. I screenshot everything, every single message, his photo, the location, the date, all of it. Both of my parents were at work, and I didn't have time to update them. I knew I needed to act fast. I dropped my sister off at her friend's house and drove straight to the police station. As soon as the detective saw all the evidence I'd collected, the color drained from his face. This is textbook predator behavior. I've seen it 100 times before. Would you be willing to meet up with him and wear a microphone? I stared at him, so frozen that there weren't any thoughts in my brain. Is that necessary? He nodded. Unfortunately, yes. We need to prove intent to meet a minor before we arrest him. Otherwise, the jury might think he's innocent and he'll walk free. I agreed, and the detective moved fast. The day of the meetup came the next day. The pedo told my sister to show up in a pink tutu and to wear makeup in the way he liked. I had to stop myself from bringing an AK-47 and blowing his head up. As I sat in an unmarked police car waiting for him, my heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. Then I saw him pull up. Nice car. Expensive looking. He stepped out and started looking around, checking his phone every few seconds, waiting for a little girl who was never going to show up. The cops moved in fast. They surrounded his freaky awe before he even realized what was happening. I watched through the car window as they put him in handcuffs. His last words while they shoved him into the cop car were, "It's not what it looks like. She said she was 16. That's legal in this state." Long story short, he got 12 years in prison. He lied to his entire family that he'd been arrested for tax fraud, and he gave me $1 million to promise that I wouldn't tell any of them the truth.